Hey everybody, my name is Mike Freeland and I'm coming to you today. I am so excited and so happy to bring something to you that I think will change your health and your wealth. But before I get directly into that, I need to share with you my story and how this company has helped me with my health. You're going to be amazed. Okay, about back in 2023, towards the end of 2023, I started having dizzy spells. Okay, I went and saw my primary care doctor who kept telling me that they didn't see anything that looked like I was having any type of issues. But me being me and me knowing my body and knowing that when I walk, I would be stumbling, I would get lightheaded, nauseated, and dizzy, I knew something was going on. So I kept sharing that I was kind of off, and my doctor finally had me go and do a couple of things. They referred me to get an MRI, they referred me to get a CAT scan, both of those with and without contrast. Found nothing. They then had me go to an ENT to check for my ears, my eyes, and my throat for balance issues and everything. Found nothing. They had me go then to have a vestibular test taken to see if something was going on within that area that was causing me to be unbalanced, unstable, dizzy, feeling like I was going to pass out, heart palpitations, then kicked in anxiety, all of these different things that I've never ever experienced in my 58 years. I started experiencing in November 2023, and everything that they had me do, guys, everything came back negative and normal. Now, I was grateful for that. Don't get me wrong. I was grateful, but by the same token, I still was left at ground zero because I didn't know what was wrong. So one day I was looking on YouTube and just putting in keywords, dizziness, this, that, and the other, and a video came up and said simply this: could your neck be making you dizzy? I was like, wow. So I went and listened to the chiropractor actually that had posted that video, and everything he talked about, guys, was what I was experiencing. So I immediately went to a chiropractor and had an x-ray taken of my neck and found out that my cervical spine in my neck had lost the curve. It was what they call a military straight neck. Okay, because of that, my nerves were starting to degenerate. My cervical spine was starting to degenerate as well. And that pressure was pressing down on my nerves. Now, I was not having pain or anything like that, but the giddiness, the nausea, the dizziness, feeling like I was going in and out of vertigo, all of that was happening. So we immediately started doing therapy to relieve the pressure off my nerves. A few months later, I had another x-ray taken and I could actually see that the therapy was working, but I was still having days of being dizzy, days that I wasn't dizzy, days that I was not having balance issues, and days that I was. I could go out to different malls some days and there'd be no problem. I could go other days and I would get sick just walking through the mall. Same with being in my home. There were days where there was nothing going on, and then other days where I could be in my home and get up and walk around my home, guys, and feel like I was going to stumble, pass out, get nauseated, and all of that. So even with what the chiropractor had me doing that was helping out, there was still some things within my nervous system, and I was getting readings between my nervous system going up to my brain, and all of that scientific and medical stuff, it still wasn't working. So a friend of mine recently shared with me this company called Super Patch. He didn't know that I had any issues going on at all. He just shared it with me because we've been business partners in other opportunities. So I looked at it and read everything about it that I could read. I went to YouTube and started looking at all of the amazing testimonies from people that had issues with all types of medical and health related concerns, and even people that we deem in perfect health was using these patches, the super patches. So I looked to see if there would be any patch that would perhaps help me as far as my nervous system and balancing issues and things like that. And what I found was that they had a patch that dealt with mobility. And this right here is what it talks about. And you can actually see this when you go to my website, that I'm going to leave the link to the website. All right. And it actually talked about what it could do. And so I contacted my friend back and I said, hey, look, why don't you let me, or we talked, and he even offered me patches actually related to my balance issues and everything. Guys, let me tell you, when I put on that patch, and you wear the patch 24 hours, you change them every 24 hours. That was the first time, guys, since November of 2023, even though I was having great improvement with my cervical neck and having good and bad days, that was the first time that I went 24 hours with no dizziness, walking just as steady as I was prior to any of this going on. I mean, even to a point that I gotten on my stationary bike at home and went to riding it, there was no weird feelings, and I haven't been on that bike since this started happening. I went outside. Not only did I walk, I took a brief jog, something that I have been scared to do because I didn't want to stumble. Guys, I'm just telling you, everything literally like clicked back to normal with this mobility patch. Now, they, as you can see, they have patches for a lot of things, and with under those particular subjects, it'll tell you what it actually helps with. Then again, if you go back and you look on YouTube, as I did, you will see countless testimonies, guys, of with people having success with these patches. And I can truly say, with the mobility patch, my balance is back to normal. Okay, he also sent me a patch for sleep. Guys, I have not slept this deep in a long time. I mean, even before the dizzy issues and all, the dizzy issues just triggered all of the anxiety and all of those things that I've never felt, have never dealt with. Okay. And then the sleep was always, I could go no matter when I went to sleep, I would wake up 12:30, 1, 3, 4 in the morning, no matter how early or how late I went to sleep. Guys, when I put on this sleep pack, I had to be awakened in the morning. It was the first time I slept all the way through a night and got up feeling so refreshed, so rejuvenated. So you tie in a great night's sleep, no balance or dizzy issues, very steady on my feet. This opportunity, this company and their products is truly a gift from God. So what I'm going to say to you is this. Do you know anyone living? Let me ask you that. Do you know one person besides yourself that's living? If you say yes to that, they need one of these patches. I don't care if they're in perfect health or they have one issue or a variety of issues. They need these patches. Guys, get with me. Let me answer additional questions that you may have. Come aboard with us with this, because not only are we going to help people across this globe live healthier, better lives, but we're also going to help them create some income that they could only dream of or imagine. Get with me. The link is in the description. My direct phone number is in the description. Call me. Let's talk. Let me give you even more details. Finally, before we leave, the company is doing something else amazing. What you see here, membership right now is just $1. Okay, you can come into this opportunity, get your back office and get things set up, even your replicating website and everything, just for $1. And then let me show you what you can do, guys, to get the patches that you want specifically so that you can test them out yourself and see and experience some of the things that I did with the patches that I'm using. And then we can share with you how you can get them in multiple and in bundles and begin sharing them with whoever you come in contact with. Again, I say, do you know anybody that's alive? If you do, you got a patch for them. You guys take care, and I'll see you on the other side of this video. God bless.